Hey guys, my name is Anthony and in today's video I'm going to be bringing you episode 7 I believe of my Alfa Romeo driver career mode series. So if you want to see more videos similar to this, make sure to hit the like button and stick around by subscribing to the channel. So getting into today's video now, you can see we're looking at some of the stuff just to remind ourselves, just to refresh ourselves, because it has been almost a week since I last uploaded a career mode video. But today we're going to be at Canada. So what I'm going to do guys is I'm going to leave you for this lap because you'll see why later, but this is the only lap that we managed to do in qualifying. So I'll see you guys after this lap is done. So as we're on the run up to the Wall of Champions now, this wasn't a good run at all to be honest with you, but as we come up to the line now, we do a 1 minute 9.2 which puts us in P2. It was the very first run that we had in qualifying period and I decided to not do another run. So we ended up making it into Q2 as you guys can see there, as our teammate ends up getting knocked out in Q1. However, we got completely screwed over in Q2. As we start up Q2 now, you'll be able to see we got another electrical system fault and we had to sit there and wait for 5 minutes, as you can see me shaking my head because this is the second time in a row and it was scheduled to rain. And by the time we actually managed to get out and actually try and get a lap in, the track was already way too wet and it was already way too late in order to get a lap really done here. So as we come up to the first corner now, as you can see, yeah, no, the tires are just, there's no grip on the tires, the car's just very sluggish, and as you can see we're very squirmish on exit, and as you can see we end up damaging our wing. So at that point there's nothing you can do, we got completely screwed over in this, but at least we get a free choice of tyre. So we're going to be starting P15, but as you guys can actually see, Bottas didn't manage to get a lap in, so he's actually going to be starting right ahead of us in P14 as well. So hopefully that throws a little spanner in the works when it comes to this race. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you guys here and let you guys see the race.
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to a variant of this track back in 1978. It was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. It's one of the fastest races of the season here at the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 60% of this 2.7-mile circuit taken at full throttle. There are 14 corners to navigate, the very last of which has its very own infamous history that could be the cause of a safety car today. Alongside me once again for coverage of today's race, it's none other than the great Anthony Davidson. Can we begin by having a chat about Sergio Perez? Looks like they've got a tough race in store today, as grid penalties from changing power unit components has forced them further down the field.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career. You just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Today isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be, it's about effective damage limitation.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Alexander Albon, and Ricciardo, Kvyat, Ocon, Stroll, and Pierre Gasly. Norris, Sainz, they've taken a grid penalty. Valtteri Bottas, Iceman, Magnussen, Perez, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Roman Grosjean, Russell, and Nicholas Latifi. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, hey guys, so here we are now before the race. So you've seen what happened in qualifying, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a 2-stop, soft, medium, mediums. I would do a soft to hard or whatever, but I decided to just go with whatever they've given me. So we'll do a 2-stop and see how that works out for us. I know Canada is a 2-stop usually, so yeah, we'll just see what happens, and hopefully we can push our way up the field and secure some decent amount of points in this race. So I'll see you guys once the formation lap has been done. Alright, so we've got 3 lights, 4, 5, and away we go. Getting a pretty decent start, but there's not really much we can do when we're on the outside here. I'm going to try and follow Bottas. Try and go along the outside here with everybody. I've got a warning for collision with Bottas. Not really gained a position yet, so slightly annoying. But I'm going to try and dive down inside of these 2 cars here. Okay, that was very aggressive with Bottas there. That didn't really work, so yeah, looks like we're stuck in this position. Okay, managed to get through Sainz, I think. Yep, Sainz. I'm happy with that. There we go. Catching up to Bottas quickly. I really like how slow the AI are. I did want them to fix it. I did want Codemasters to fix it. But it doesn't look as if they're going to, so at least we know we can gain a few positions on the first lap. No, we cut that corner pretty badly there, so I'm gonna try not to do that for the rest of the race. That's the first lap done. So I'm probably gonna see the field start to split apart now. So I'm gonna try and keep up with Bottas. If I can keep up with Bottas and try and cut through the field with him, then that'll be a good opportunity to really get ourselves through the field. So I'm gonna keep my head down for now and see if I can keep up with some of these guys ahead of me here. Okay, well, DRS is open now, but Bottas is also going to get DRS on Norris, so it's going to be a bit difficult to really push our way past Bottas, and Bottas isn't really... Oh, got a bit wide there. Bottas isn't really making his way through the field as quick as I thought he would, so I thought he would have at least already made a position or 2. He's not getting his way through the field, so not sure what that's going to mean for us, because I really was going to use him as sort of a scissors cutting through paper, try and get through the field, but not happening right now. So I guess we've just got to hold back and just wait for our opportunity to come. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'll see you guys once something interesting happens. Well, as you guys seen there, just Bottas was not making any inroads. So we took the initiative and decided to just dive down the inside. Again, we're just going to have to try and cut through the field ourselves, because Bottas is not making the progress that I thought he would, being in that Mercedes car. We get quite a bit of overstay there coming out of that corner. So yeah, it looks like we're going to have to really take initiative if we want to make our way through this field. And funny enough, speaking of making our way through this field, the field hasn't really split off all that much. I mean, there's a Renault up ahead, which I'm assuming is going to be Daniel Ricciardo, who's leading this sort of train that's going on right now. I think the others, the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton and maybe the Red Bull of Max Verstappen and Albon and them, they've probably gone a little bit further ahead. I'm not too sure. I can't really see what's going on there. Bottas is really trying to get this position back, but we're not going to give it to him because he's not really doing anything with it. But yeah, okay, so we can see Hamilton, and I'm assuming that's either Vettel or Leclerc, is starting to pull away, but everyone else... Car's really squigglish right now, but everybody else is sort of just in this train and sort of stuck, so it's a little bit difficult to get past people, but we're going to do our best. I've seen some places on this track where they are weak, especially like hairpin going into the end of the track, so we'll probably try and get some positions through there. As Jeff is talking about our pit window, which is coming up soon, so maybe we should think about doing an undercut just to get past some of these people. I'm not sure how powerful the undercut is on this track, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'll keep quiet for now, concentrate, try to get past Norris, and we'll catch you when something interesting happens. So I'll see you guys soon. Ooh, what the hell was that? Okay, so I had Bottas on my inside and Norris just ahead of me, and somehow, some way, I broke a little bit too late and managed to squeeze through the both of them. That was probably the luckiest overtake that I've had on the entire game so far. Jesus. My stomach was just gone at that point there. I'm so happy we managed to get through that. That was terrifying, but at the same time, I can't believe that just happened. That's got to be the luckiest overtake that I've made on this game. Alright, I've got my sights set on Stroll, but we're not going to overtake him going into the Wall of Champions because that isn't going to go down well. So I'm going to bid my time and overtake him where I know that the AI are weakest, which right around now is the hairpin going into Sector 3. Okay, so our pit window's there. I think one of the Renaults has just pit as well, so they're definitely going for the undercut there, so we're going to have to respond, and I'm assuming that most of the people ahead of me is also going to pit this lap. There we go, another overtake into the hairpin. The AI are really weak at that hairpin. We're able to just dive down the inside as if they're not even there. Here we come, going up to the pit lane now. We're going to be pitting this lap for the medium tyres. There we go, got the car slowed down just enough. Hopefully we don't get held by anybody. I think we're the last in the pit lane out of the people who's in the pit lane right now, so we shouldn't do. Oh, well. We got held a ton there, and we got skipped by quite a few people. Oh, that's very annoying. And that's put us in last place as well. Alright, well, all the positions that we've just gained, we've got to get them back now, because we was held in the pits. So I'm going to have to really concentrate now, because we made up quite a few positions on that first stint on the soft tyres, and we basically lost all of it on the pit, so this is going to be a frustrating stint. I'm going to have to use a lot of ERS, which, funny enough, now that I've realised, we've saved a lot of ERS this race. So I'm going to have to use a lot more of the overtake button. So I'll see you guys when something interesting happens. Alright, so we've pit now. We've done the first pit stops. And as you can see, look at the damage that we got from getting held there. Bottas is now 2 positions up the road, and he was pretty much the first overtake that we made going into that soft stint. So we have lost a lot of positions from getting held there, so this is going to be a mountain climb to get all those positions back. And the AI are still in a sort of train, so I'm hoping that if I can get on the back of them, then I can start overtaking again into this hairpin. Because we made some pretty good overtakes going into that hairpin. As you've seen, that one on Norris was really, really nice and really, really lucky. But yeah, once again, get my head down, just try and really catch up to this pack and try and make our way through the field again. Hopefully we don't get held in the second pit stop. And there we go. A bit of a slow exit there, but we managed to make the move on Norris. And that's what I'm talking about. The AI, they're just so weak, they're so slow going into that hairpin that you can just overtake them from a mile back, basically. So I'm going to use that to my advantage. So if I can get on the back of Bottas, we can make another overtake on him. He's looking pretty slow this race, so I'm not sure what's going on with the Mercedes car there. I'm pretty sure they're still on paper the fastest car in the grid, so I'm not sure why Bottas is not able to make moves, but we're going to take that and run with it. Because the more positions we can get in this race, the more points we can get. So our teammate's not really doing much. I think he was in 5th position last race, but right now he's towards the back of the pack. So I'm not really expecting much from him this race. So all the work is going to fall down to me. Bottas is finally making a move as we get a penalty. Damn it. Bottas has finally made one of his first moves. We're a bit too far to really dive down inside of Perez there, so we're not going to do it. But yep, we've got that all important 3-second time penalty, and that's going to come costly come the end of the race, but that's what I get for pushing, I guess. So again, get my head down, try not to get any more penalties. Okay, I just seen a wing and there's a yellow flag. So who's this? Ooh. Alex Albon is out of this Grand Prix. And there we go, we've got a safety car. And Lando Norris. Whoa, what is going on? Okay, I have no idea what's going on. But we're going to stay out on these tyres, because I really just want to keep track position right now. Obviously I know I could have pit for the hard tyres. But for now I'm just going to keep track position. But Jesus, what the hell happened there? I might have to check the replay after this race. And as you've seen, as Alex Albon was going out, Perez stopped right in front of us. And we almost went into the back of him, so it is pretty crazy. I'm definitely going to have to check what happened there so I can showcase it to you guys. So if I remembered to check the replay after this race, you would have probably seen or see what happened right about now. Okay guys, so we're here now at the replay. What happened to Norris? Let's find out what happened to Norris. So around about this time, as you can see, horrible camera angle right now, but as you can see right now, I think that is me ahead of Norris. And this is when Alex Albon comes out of the race. I have to sort of just swing the car on the inside there of the, I think that's the racing point there. So yeah, you can see I swing my car. He actually stops in the middle of the road, and so does Norris. But then if you look, here comes the Haas of, I believe that's Magnussen, or I can't remember which Haas it was, but he just slams right into the back of Norris, which takes Norris out of the Grand Prix. So that's a very Haas thing to do, but Jesus, I wasn't expecting that. So okay, so that's the safety car coming in this lap, and as you can see, Bottas is ahead of us with our rival Kvyat and Norris, I believe. Sorry, Sainz, I believe. So got a little bit of overtaking to do because I do want to beat them this race, especially Kvyat. Here we go. Thought I got wing damage there, but we didn't, luckily. Here we go. So the field's going to be bunched up again, which means I can do my overtaking at that hairpin again. So hopefully we can make some positions up either this lap or next lap. So head down, concentrate. There we go. Down the inside. Kvyat on the softs actually. Still tussling with Bottas. We're going to have the drag race down to Wall of Champions now. But yeah, look at Kvyat. He's on the softs, so I'm not sure what strategy he's going with. I'm assuming that he's going for the 3-stop then, because I'm pretty sure he's already pit for the mediums. Some people are pitting in now. I think we're going to be pitting in about 3 or 4 laps from now. But we'll see what happens. I'm definitely thinking about overtaking Kvyat if he's going to be slow on softs. Alright, so here we come up to the hairpin. Let's see if we can dive down the inside of Kvyat here. And there we go, just basically push our way through. Honestly, I'm not sure. I think the AI are a bit too weak going into that hairpin. It's like some of the previous games. I heard that on like F1 2017 or something like that. You could literally just push your way through the AI. Honestly, that's how it feels. So I think what I might need to do is bump up the AI a little bit. Maybe up to 107 or 108, just so that they're a little bit more aggressive going into corners like that. Because right now I'm finding it way too easy. And I want this career mode to be as tough as it possibly can, without being too tough, obviously. That's why I've not gone up to 110. Alright, so we're slowly catching up to Stroll, using a lot of our ERS, because our ERS is just, it's been pretty good in terms of the amount we've saved. And we've got a lot of fuel as well, so we're able to just push after that safety car. I think we're pitting in a couple of laps from now, so that'll be our last pit stop. Hopefully no one pits with us, so we don't get held again. Right now we're in P7, but that's not where we are in a net position, because there have been people who have pitted who were ahead of us already. I believe that the Red Bull of Max Verstappen has already pit. And I think he was either the race leader or he was at least up there, so I'm not too sure. I guess we'll find out in a couple of laps. But our teammate has benefited quite nicely from that safety car, from that incident, so I'm happy about that. Okay, we've lost a little bit of time to Stroll and we're losing time to Bottas, so can't be doing that. Okay, so we've run out of ERS actually, so I'm going to have to save quite a bit for these next couple of laps. But here we come to the pit lane. Seems as if everyone's going to the pit lane too. Managed to get the car slowed down just enough. Hopefully we don't get held again. I'm really hoping we don't. Probably should have pit the lap before. Okay, we didn't get held as bad. Oh, we've managed to get skipped by Bottas. This is very annoying. Should have pit the lap before. Oh, this has been a very frustrating race in terms of the pits. Both times we got held. And both times we're going to have to make overtakes. Well, Verstappen's in the pits, so that's really interesting. I wonder what happened to him. Because I thought that Verstappen was towards the front of the pack. But yet here he is behind me. But yeah, this is why I like doing the alternate strategy when it comes to these races, because we've pit twice and we were held up twice and lost a lot of positions because of it. We probably could have been in like 6th position or even 5th right now. I think we were a bit too far back to overtake Bottas there. But if we can power our way through, hopefully we'll be able to overtake him come this next lap here. And he'll be the first victim of the next couple of victims, I hope. Here we go. Push our way past, and there's the move done. I think 99% of all of our overtakes were made going into that hairpin, so that hairpin is definitely the AI's weak point. Taking huge advantage of it. Once again, here we are, another overtake potential coming up. There we go. We've got our rival Fiat next. So head down, try and get past him as soon as we can. We've got 9 laps to go, and I really want to beat Fiat since he's our rival. Anybody else is just a bonus. Oh, Stroll was not giving up there. He really wanted this position. The AI they're very weird around this track. The first 2 sectors, they're super aggressive, but then the final one, it's like they've fallen asleep, so I don't know what's going on with this AI. But you make one mistake in the first 2 sectors and they're going to push you. As you can see, Stroll is sort of doing here. But then as soon as you get past this chicane, it's like they fall asleep. See what I mean? I can literally just act as if Kvyat's not there. A bit of aggressive move that time, because we did make quite a bit of contact. But still, I can just act as if they're not there in the 3rd sector, so I don't know. And I keep shifting up when I know I'm in 8th gear. Alright, well, next up is Sainz for 5th position. Gasly doing incredible. Actually, in 4th place right now. So, he's making moves similar to how he's making moves in real life. So that's nice to see from Gasly. To get another corner kind warning. Yeah, can easily get penalties around here. I'm not really looking forward to the league races that we're going to have around here. If I can not get any penalties, then I should gain a lot of positions. But if I do gain penalties, I might lose a lot of positions depending on how everyone else does. It's definitely not one of the tracks I'm looking forward to in terms of league racing. Alright, a bit too far behind Sainz to really go for a move. But I noticed he's on the hard, so we can't really let him get away on those hard tyres. He's not got DRS, so I'm going to use our overtake and DRS to make a move here. There you go. Probably the easiest move we've made all day. And finally we make a move that isn't into that hairpin. As we set a new personal best, I believe. Oh, we completely matched our personal best there. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever really done that on this game before. Actually matched my personal best. But now that we're ahead of Sainz, Gasly is 2.3 seconds down the road, so... Oh, we get another warning. Alright, we're really going to need to be careful these next couple laps, because we've already got a 3-second time penalty that we need to worry about. Well, here we are. We've managed to get inside the DRS of Gasly, Ocon, and I'm not sure who's ahead of him. As you can see, some of the lower teams are doing incredible right now. It's Ocado. So the Renault are running 2 and 3 right now. We've got an AlphaTauri in 4th and an Alfa Romeo in 5th. So that safety car incident that happened earlier in the race has really changed the field as we get a load of oversteer that. It's really changed the order of the field, so this is pretty good actually. Gasly locks up, so he is getting nervous. He knows we're here and he knows we're attacking. I'm gonna make a move into that chicane, that hairpin, sorry. There we go. And there you go, that's 4th place, but at the moment it is going to be 6th, I believe. So hopefully in these next couple of laps we can make up some positions. The safety car did help us there, but I think I'm definitely going to have to turn up the air after this race. Alright, here we go. We're going to make another move on Ricciardo. The further we can finish up the track. The further we'll finish up the leaderboard with that time penalty that we've got. But yeah, I'm definitely going to turn up the AI for the next race. I think we're going to go to 107 and see how that goes. 5.9 seconds. What the hell? Hamilton is 30 seconds ahead of P2. What has Hamilton done that's given him an entire pit stop on 2nd place? What the hell has happened there? Well, Hamilton has absolutely stormed away. And at this moment of time, we are going to finish in 4th. as we're just inside that 3-second window. Ocon's not got DRS on anybody ahead, so we're obviously going to overtake him. So if we can gain 3 seconds somehow on Ocon on this next lap, we'll finish in second place again. I doubt we will, but let's see. Coming up to the final lap now. Going to do a bit of pushing, but Hamilton, what has Hamilton done to gain that much time on second place? I'm assuming he was on the 2-stop as well, so really not sure. But as it stands, we've got another podium. Ocon's going to be in second place because of our 3-second time penalty. I'm trying not to get 6, because then that will really put us in the outside of the podium. As Hamilton wins the Canadian GP with a 28-second gap. Absolute domination from Hamilton. We're going to finish in second place because I don't see us getting 1.5 seconds on Ocon in the next corner. So we're getting a podium, which is good. There we go, as we smash up against the wall for good luck. And third place it is.
Great drive, great drive. We're really happy with that performance.
Yet another historic win under their belts. Well done to the team at Mercedes. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Okay guys, so here we are at the end of the race, and Lewis Hamilton wins by over 30 seconds, which is ridiculous. This is probably the most realistic finish from Lewis Hamilton on this game so far, with Esteban Ocon getting his first podium in Formula 1 since coming back, and then myself, we managed to secure third place. We managed to get a big enough gap on Gasly in fourth to get ourselves on the podium, and then we've got Ricciardo, Sainz, Kvyat, Stroll, Bottas in ninth, so I have no idea what happened to him, Vettel in 10th, Leclerc in 11th, so the Ferrari actually showing another realistic performance here, with my teammate in 12th, Max Verstappen in 13th, no idea what happened to him, Sergio Perez in 14th, Russell in 15th, Magnussen in 16th, Latifi in 17th, and then we've got Norris, Grosjean and Albon being the retirements. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to check the replay after I show you the Constructors and the Drivers' Championship, just to see exactly what happened with them. So if we go to the standings now, we are still in 6th place. We are now 20 points ahead of Sainz, so we've pretty much secured our 6th place for now. Leclerc is about roughly 20 points ahead of us, so it's going to take a lot more of those similar performances to today to really catch them up. And then for the Constructors, we move up to 4th place with a 10-point gap on Renault, so that is incredible. Alfa Romeo being the best of the rest team right now, thanks to me, because Giovinazzi hasn't really done much. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check this replay and find out exactly what happened to Norris and them, and then I'll showcase that. So I'll see you guys once I've found out what happened. Okay guys, so we've made a few upgrades, and some of the upgrades that we made in previous episodes have just come through. And as you can see, we have now overtaken the AlphaTauri, and the Renault has actually dropped down to the 3rd worst team. So we're making progress in terms of our R&D. So the upgrade that I've now made is a major upgrade. I think this is the first major upgrade in our chassis. No, it's the second one, and this is the roll dampers. And then this upgrade here came through, and some other upgrades also came through as well. So we're definitely making moves with the car. The car is definitely feeling a lot better than it was at the start of the season, so I'm pretty happy with that. And we got some more resource points coming through, so that's why we made that. So next episode is going to be the Austrian Grand Prix, so if you want to see that, which I believe I'll be publishing tomorrow, make sure to hit the like button and stick around by subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.